Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Srimad Bhagavatam, 4th canto, 27th chapter, text 22. Mayi samrabhya vipula, samrabhya
Vipula,
Mayi samrabhya vipula, samrabhya vipula,
Vipula,
Padachapam suduksaham, Padachapam suduksaham, Padachapam suduksaham,
Madachapam Sudusaham,
Statum narhasi naikatra, Statum narhasi
Sinaikatra,
naikatra, Statum arhasi naikatra,
Tatum Maharishi Naikatra,
Madhyacha vimukho mune, Yacha vimukho mune, Madhyacha vimukho mune,
Vimukho
Mayi samrabhya vipula,
Vipula,
Madachapam suduksaham,
Madachapam
Madachapam
Sudusaham,
suduksaham, Atum arhasi naikatra, Atum
Maharishi
arhasi
Naikatra,
Madhyajna vimukho mune, Mayi samrabhya vipula, Mayi samrabhya vipula, Madachapam suduksaham, Madachapam Tatum arhasi naikatra, Tatum arhasi naikatra, Madhyajna vimukho mune, mune. Mayi samrabhya vipula, Madachapam suduksaham, Statum arhasi naikatra, Madhyajna vimukho mune. Word to word translation. Mai unto me, Samrabhya, having become angry, people are unlimited. Madat, out of illusion. Shapam, curse. Suduksaham, unbearable. Statum arhasi, you may remain. Na, never. Ekatra, in one place. Mat, my. Yachana, request. Vimukkaha, having refused. Mune, O great sage. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The great sage Narada continued. When I refused to accept her request, she became very angry at me and cursed me severely. Because I refused her request, she said, that I will not be able to stay in one place for a long time. Please kindly repeat. The great sage Narada
Great sage Narada
continued,
continued,
when I refused
when I
to accept her request,
to accept her request,
he became very angry
he became very angry
at me
at me
and cursed me severely
and cursed me severely
because
because
I refused her request.
I refused her request.
She said
He said
that I would not be able
that I would not be able
to stay in one place
to stay in one place
for a long time
for a long time.
or both. The great sage Narada Muni has a spiritual body. Therefore, old age, disease, birth, and death do not affect him. Narada is the most kind devotee of the Supreme Lord, and his only business is to travel all over the universe and preach God consciousness. In other words, his business is to make everyone a Vaishnava. Under the circumstances, there is ordinary no need for him to stay in one place for more than the time he requires to preach, since by his own free will he is already traveling all over the universe. The cause of Kala Kanya is described as fortune. Like Narada Muni, many other devotees of the Lord are engaged in preaching the glories of the Lord in different places and in different universes. Such personalities are beyond the jurisdiction of material laws. Thus ends the purport. Om Ajnanatimирандасya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Madhyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahayana Raghunatan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sa Advaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Vadam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindha Dina Bandha Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurange Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamani Haripriye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyaeva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Namo Namo Shesha Dura Purna Guhatmane Dirinsha Sarva Purvidya Vandyaya Shri Varayate. Again, read the words. Mayi samramya vipola madachapam suduksakam statum marhasi naikatra mahyajna vimuko mune. The great sage Narada continued, when I refused to accept her request, she became very angry at me and cursed me severely. Because I refused her request, she said that I would not be able to stay in one place for a long time. Now this is a continuation of a story which we discussed yesterday about interaction between great sage Narada Muni and Kala Kanya. Kala Kanya is a daughter of time. So, in previous verse, it was described that she became attracted to the sage and approached him with lust. Kama mohita, vavre brihat vratam mamtu janati kama mohita. Janati kama mohita. So, knowing me to be an evolved brahmachari, she became lusty and proposed that I accept her. So this is an interesting situation. Of course, that kind of allegoric description, because actually a sage means if there are couples or marriages, will take place in between same species of life. They should be in the same, like born as a human or in celestial body. But here what we see something unusual, because Narada Muni, he was is a son of Brahma, and then some girl, it seems, Kanya means girl. Here Vavre, she proposed, selected him as an object of her attraction. So, sometimes this happens in Vedic history, and specifically, but this is more common for male who are like a king, and some ladies may beg to him to accept as wife. Some lady might do like this, another example in Mahabharata is there. We can remember King Pratipa. He was the father of Maharaja Shantanu. And what was the situation? Shantanu has to descend on this earth according to destiny and according to plan of the Supreme Lord, he supposed to acquire great son, Bhishmadev, Devavrata. And Shantanu, he was actually Varuna, Lord of ocean, god of sea, god of all this, Samudra Devata. So, and there is some story before that. He actually was cursed because in celestial gathering on Brahmalok, when he was with his wife, he has a very beautiful wife, Ganges personified, Ganga Devi. Now, it is said sometimes that all rivers, they flow into ocean. So they are all wives of Varuna. But particularly Ganga is a great and famous goddess of most sublime river, divine river, which is originated directly from the feet of the Supreme Lord, Vamana. So he broken the shell of universe by his feet, and then that from outside water flow inside, and in this way Ganga appeared in this world. According to story, in a celestial gathering, when they came together, so there are some strict rules, some culture, how everything should be. But somehow, when they appeared there, Ganga and Varuna, so there are some this mutual attraction, some feelings, and that was too much visible and disturbing for other people. Not supposed to be down in public. So in between. So then Lord Brahma, he gave a curse, Shapa. He told that it is not deserving to do such things, you should fall down. On earth. But of course, because he was a great demigod, so then he was born as a king. That you'll become like emperor, great king, Mahabhishak on earth, and you'll rule very well and do perfect activity as what deserved by king, take care of all your prajas. And in that birth, he was separated from Ganga. But then, actually, the story was like this. Brahma descended to the earth and he came to Prayag, where Ganga flows into ocean. And then, at that time, there was ocean was too much agitated. So it was like some kind of sexual interaction between Ganga and the ocean. And some drops of water fallen on Brahma. So then he became upset. What you're doing? You do not see, I descended here. So then he cursed. So then in second birth only, Ganga may rejoin with her husband, Shantanu. And that was a special situation because Shantanu was supposed to take a human body. He has to take a birth as a son of Maharaj Pratipa. But Ganga, Radha, Govinda. For Ganga, this curse was not down, so she may appear in her celestial body. So that was a special thing, because Shantanu was a human, but Ganga was a divine celestial goddess, and she descended. And she had some mission actually. And the story is like this. She first of all appeared in the front of father of Shantanu. Shantanu was not born, only this Maharaj Pratipa was performing some austerity, tapasya, near Ganga. He was sitting kind of in meditation, in a yogic posture. So then suddenly a celestial girl comes and she seated on his right lap and said, "Oh king, you're so nice. Please, I would like to become your wife." Like that. So, and that is a special occasion because even though she was extremely attractive, unimaginable, goddess Ganga personified, but he was complete senses, control of his senses. He not agitated. Then he told, "But you sit on the right lap. So that is not correct place for wife. Wife supposed to sit on the left. So you can be only my daughter-in-law. If you like, you may become daughter-in-law. You may become wife of my future son." Of course, if you fulfill some of my requests. And then he said, "Oh, sure, this is a wonderful opportunity for us and for our family. Please, you become wife of my future son. Anything you like, anything you request, I will fulfill. Then she said some condition. She said, okay, I will descend and become his wife, but he should never ask who I am. And if he should give me always like celestial food, only with ghee and very sattvic. And also, whatever I will do, he should not question and never stop. Whatever I do, he should allow me, give me full freedom of doing. Then he said, okay, no problem, sure, I promise, I will order my son, he should never request, he should never question, and like that. And Ganga has particular purpose. Actually, she had a mission that from her, when she'll become wife of Shantanu, Vasu, Ashta Vasu, 4 Vasus supposed to take birth. And but these Vasus, they do not like to stay on earth, because earth is, for demigods, is not attractive place. It is like a very difficult life, and so much trouble, bodies, very gross, no much enjoyment, and lots of suffering. Therefore, these Vasus, they said, please, can you release us fast? Means they requested, as soon as we born, you may kill us, and we'll return back to heaven. So, and that's kind of unusual thing, because ladies, if they child born, so they want to take care, and that is a progeny, and there is attraction, and so much feeling. But demigods, they may do unusual things, and it is difficult to understand what they do. And also, she had some limitation. She didn't really like to stay much in earth, Ganga, because in earth it is same thing. Condition is not very wonderful, and it is lots of imperfection. Therefore, she had the idea only after fulfilling her mission that she may return to heaven, back to Swarga, not stay all life of Shantanu with him, only do what was required, take a birth for this. And then it is well-known story when children born from Shantanu, immediately after birth, she will take a child, then go for Ganges and draw him into water. So then that will dead. And in this way, she released one after other, and her 7 children was born, nice boys. And she just to take a child, go to the water and draw him. And that was very great stress, great misunderstanding for all, and for Shantanu, for husband, because he was like in this human consciousness, and he was very disappointed and say, what crazy thing, what she does. But since he gave a promise, like a king, if he says something, then he has to execute, he has to fulfill. And then he was not able to question, not able to stop or do anything against this things. And he tolerated so much, and in mind he was thinking, what? When Ganga gave birth to final eighth child, that was born due Vasu, one last of Vasus. Then according to Providence, according to Daiva, he is supposed to live for a long time and execute some pastimes, participate in pastimes of Mahabharata. And then Ganga exhibited the same thing. She took him to the river and then make a show as if she want to draw him into water also. Then Shantanu could not tolerate anymore. He became very agitated and said, "No, I cannot continue. What is this?" And but also he had a subtle perception. He told, "Despite you are doing so much strange, actually sinful activity, killing all children, but you are effulgent. Same effulgent, you are looking so bright and happy. Then I am not able to understand some secret in between, behind of this all. So please kindly narrate to me. I am not. So I want to know what is some confidential reason in between, and please not do this. Please stop and explain." So then Ganga told, "Okay, yeah, you are broken your vow. So I am not going to stay with you anymore, but my mission fulfilled. I am supposed to give birth this 8 personalities who was born, it was Ashtavasu, and 7 of them, they are able to return immediately to the heaven, but last one will be blessed with long life. His life will be as long as 8 lifespans of human." So Bhishma Dev, he was Chiranjiva, quite long he lived, grandfather of Kauravas. So like this, that is kind of instance in which you can see celestial lady, Ganga personified, she descended on earth, but she approached to her own husband, who was from previous life, according to destiny, they are husband and wife forever. Like in heavenly region, it happens that some husband and wife, they life after life they are together. They have same mission. They live together. They perform service. They do something outstanding, and even together they will attain eternal life. They will ascend to spiritual world, and even in spiritual world they may continue as husband and wife. So that is an exceptional thing, and especially it is visible in couples, families of heavenly personalities. But in this case, here we can see that even though this Kala Kanya wanted to accept Narada as her husband, Kama Mohita, he approached very similar situation. But Narada ignored her because he not has to. He taken for divine austerity, he taken for spiritual life, total dedication, Naistika Vrata, Brihat Vrata, Brahmachari. So his all purpose of life, his all activity only with spiritual, and he never interacted with any ladies. No his own interest. And even if it is said that she approached him, he didn't refuse. And here we can see some confidential, we may do some like allegorical meaning. What is a great message here? Like normally, actually, male, they looking after ladies got married. So there is some sexual attraction, and like in even in modern language, wife is called Ramani. Means there is some pleasure. They like it is sometimes said that ladies, they created for happiness. They are like enjoying the mood, and they always decorate themselves nicely. They for this mundane life, for enjoyments. And male attracted by beauty, and he thinks that all my senses will be, I may enjoy with all my senses. I can see this beauty, I can touch, I can smell, I can have nice food prepared. Yeah. And some people think after marriage, then male is just like a king sitting, and then wife will do service. But most of the time it is not happens like this, because everybody egoistic. Some saying is there in English, love is blind, but marriage opening eyes. So because yeah, love it is karma, so by karma, and the person may imagine that, oh, so much I will enjoy, and in his mind he'll think this and that, this will be so great achievement. But actually that is a duty. Family life, it is dharma, not for enjoyment, not if those like modern life people, they do not have idea about dharma. In Vedic tradition, it is said dharmapati or dharma bharya. So not for just pleasing senses, and but because modern people, they think it is only for enjoyment. After some time, that enjoyment will not be that much pleasurable, and they experience so many difficulty that you need to earn, need to maintain, and take care of children, take care of cows, so much work, so much duty. So, but they thought, no, I didn't expect all this. They say, this is crazy, how I can do so much work. They say, no pleasure anymore, so divorce. What is in Hindi, divorce? Any word particular? Previously, it seems that was not even such a word. Yesterday, one Prabhu told me that from Muslim tradition it was talak, something. Correct? No? So, but previously in Sanskrit there is no word for divorce. Only in modern Hindi now some Muslim word is there. But previously it was, because they did not for sense enjoyment, but for some higher purpose. They do this pativrata, prajapati vrata. They will do for make prajas to make progeny and to serve society and things like that. But those who take for great spiritual purpose of life, they not have to, because they dedicated for God and God cares of them. So that is a separate, special situation. And that's why Narada was not looking for any woman, not looking himself, and even though this Kanya approached to him, he refused. There is some final philosophy in this. Like a male, he looking for enjoying a female, but this Kalakanya, time personified. So, of course, little bit, some sensual enjoyment he may got for some time. But eventually what will happen, he will become old. And in old age, already nobody wants to embrace him because he old, he's not capable, his senses is not working anymore, there is no pleasure, so what? And so his object, ultimately he will embrace only old age. Only Jara will be his wife at the end, because so that will not be continued. Therefore, so this spiritually dedicated brahmacharis, they are very intelligent. They think, why you should waste so much time, and ultimately only old age is there, and anyway, so they will simply do only spiritual duty, and they may dedicate for preaching, they may dedicate for greater service, and that is easiest way to go directly to, within one life, to attain spiritual world. Because otherwise, if someone become married, it is called in Sanskrit and in even modern languages, they call samsari, marriage. Correct? Samsari means he is so much busy, so much duty, and so many desires, so many things, so much entanglement in all kind of things. So for him, even if he is a devotee, it's much difficult to attain spiritual goal. Because always he dealing with objects of senses, attraction, this and that, and desires. He need to acquire things. Therefore, till the end of life, family people very busy. Some think that now I will just do my duty, my children will grow, I will marry them, then I am free. But this not happens, because then grandchildren is there. And then they say, okay, take care of them. Grandchildren, then they'll again busy in helping family. Then there is a grandchildren may come. Some stay that much alone in this body. Then grandchildren, they say, okay, you again do some service, at least whatever you can. So sometimes till the end of life they'll be fully busy in this child production, taking care, and things like that. And naturally, attachments, naturally there are conditioned, and materialistic thoughts will be always in their mind, and they cannot be freed from desires. It is said even if one becomes old and already not capable for enjoying senses, but still he wants to see young girls, right? Some story is there that one king wants to test, and some old person about to die, and then in his room entered king and young lady, young attractive lady. And then you see, let's see, to him his attention will be drawn. And see, he doesn't pay so much attention to king, but immediately sees for young beauty. Even though he is about to die, but still he wants to. Then you say, that's a great surprise. It never stops actually. So attraction, it is so long-lasting, and therefore if somebody does that continuously, then what will be chance for him to think about Krishna at the time of death? He may again think about objects of his attraction, like his desires will carry him to next birth. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punaramri matari jatare shayanam. Again birth and again death, again enter into womb of the future mother. So that non-end, continuous samsara. Therefore, of course, most intelligent people, they may at certain age dedicate for spirituality, just to really go deep into Krishna consciousness and for real advancement. And therefore, that shown example of Narada, he didn't accept that Kalakanya, but she cursed him. She gave shapa. You see, it is described. Sudukh Saham, very difficult from mundane point of view, that she said, Statum arhasi naikatra. You may not stay alone for any place. So it's supposed to be a very disturbing situation. Like renunciants, they sometimes like parivrajika, roaming all around different places because of spiritual duty. So even Srila Prabhupada told us sometimes that this is curse we experience actually. He traveled so much all over the world, every time different places, changing time, changing climate. And sometimes this also may affect, kind of affecting health. But if it is done for spiritual purpose, that is also, as yesterday we discussed, madhukara vritti. It's like, because devotees when preach, every place like a bee, go, they gather it, that honey from one flower, then go next flower, again gather honey, then go next flower, and then the preacher in ISKCON society, if he is renounced, like some Maharajas or Brahmacharis who doing preaching, go around, then every center of ISKCON, they'll go and gather nectar there. There will be nice prasadam, nice katha, take a darshana, nice association with devotees, become happy. Then in spiritual excitement, go next center. And again, same thing. And it is only so actually, therefore, this cross is not any effect. It is not a. Srila Prabhupada explains that preaching the glories of the Lord in different places and in different universes, such personalities beyond the jurisdiction of material laws. So that is a wonderful opportunity of Krishna consciousness. If we want to take advanced step, there is chance for that. Srila Prabhupada created that facility. Like if there is no society of Krishna consciousness, then it may be difficult to of course in India still some sadhu, they may roam different ashramas, but they are all different things, different sects are there. And there is not always like proper association, some Mayavadi ashrama, some Saiva, some strange kind of spirituality, which is not really, that kind of association is not so maybe beneficial. But since Srila Prabhupada established Krishna consciousness, and we have nice centers, therefore devotees who are dedicated for devotion, and they try to practice pure devotion, they try to follow nice standards. Therefore, it is all auspicious to go and meet them here and there, and only benefit will be acquired in this way. So we'll stop now. So some discussion. So dear Prabhu's gathering assembly in internet, if anybody likes to comment or question, you are welcome. You are welcome. Now we have participants online also, about 80. Thank you very much for giving your time. If no question or comments, then we may just take a darshana of Sri Radha Govinda and chant.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Dhamma Pranam.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Prabhuji, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Prabhuji.
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Rama
Sadhu Pranam.
Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare.
Prabhuji. Dandavad
Thank
Pranam.
you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Dhamma Pranam.
Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna.
Hare
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 Krishna, Prabhuji. Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Pranam, Prabhuji.
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Namaste